It's your life. It's now or never. You know,
I love that.
nobody's gonna teach you how to live your life.
Not a single one. But man, is it easy to try to live for other people? Oh my God, like so easy.
You know, we've been conditioned to live for other people,
Yes.
and I know, like, because actually we are kind of very selfish people if you think about it. As people, we can be extremely selfish. So the Bible and the Gospels, you know, they're always trying to tell you to go against that nature and be more giving, which is nice because you can become abundant. But at
Exactly.
the same time, there are people who like to be like Mother Teresa in
Oof.
life.
Oof. Everyday Mother Teresa's.
Everyday Mother Teresa's, you know, like choosing other people over themselves.
Yes.
I think that is being that advice comes straight from the enemy of your destiny.
I call it Captain Save-A-Ho. Captain Save-A-Ho coming through to save someone yet again. And that was my issue.
Can we move in?
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, I like this actually. This is better.
Let me see it.
A little closer.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about choosing yourself. Oh, Jerry's back. Hi, Jerry. How's it going? We're glad you're here. So today we're talking about choosing yourself. And oh, Sonic is back too. Oh my God, we love your recurring viewers.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sending hugs all the way from Indiana.
Yes.
We're so glad you're
You're
here.
on my camera.
So we're talking about choosing yourself.
Yes.
And all the ways that choosing yourself like manifest. Oh, you're from New Jersey? Hi from New Jersey. I know it's so cold over there. But yeah, so we're talking about choosing yourself. Oh. Eric, you're back. Hi, Eric. How's it going?
Hi, Eric. Eric loves beautiful fingers. For some reason, he has this weird obsession with fingers. But we love seeing you guys.
You gotta wear 2 jackets. Honestly, I'm so cold, and it's not even as cold as New Jersey. I'm wearing like sweaters on top of sweaters on top of sweaters.
Yeah, I'm freeze and shine, that's why.
Oh, hi.
Beautiful.
Hi from India. We're so glad everyone is joining. Yeah, of course, where we're from, Jerry. We know our viewers. We know you guys. I'm also from Indiana too, so.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Thank you guys for joining.
Boo. What?
I think they asked for our Instagram.
Post-traumatic bliss.
And Shy Solo.
And Shy Solo. Post-traumatic bliss and Shy
So make sure you
Solo.
guys subscribe to our channels. We go live very often. Oh, you like the mug? Yeah, it's a Wakanda mug. Can you see?
Wakanda.
Forever. So we're talking about choosing yourself.
Today we're talking about choosing you. Tell us when you had to choose yourself over somebody else.
Girl, let me tell you. Let me tell you. The amount of
Love you
times.
too. Love you. Juga says, I don't seem to remember anything except you two. Jerry's life's been changed forever.
Forever. We love Jerry. Jerry's great. But so actually I spent most of my life living for other people. Only recently have I started to like choose to live for myself. So it's a hard thing for me. Yeah. Actually the biggest parts of my personality, which is travel, my whole YouTube channel, my whole life, became from like choosing myself.
Yeah, it's nice to, for me, when you can, like when you're able to, I always say give, be there for other people.
Yes.
Be there. But sometimes we spread ourselves thin.
Oh my God, heavy on the spreading yourself thin.
Yeah, sometimes we spread ourselves thin.
So 904 said, one of the hardest things was to choose myself over my job.
Woo!
Oh, tell us more about that.
Tell us more. People all over have to always sometimes when you're in a negative environment with your boss, with your coworkers, it's toxic. Most of people have had to choose themselves and walk away. And that is a superpower, to walk away.
To walk away.
Yeah, you did not give up. You did not let yourself down. You chose yourself. You chose sanity.
And that's, even choosing yourself might not be a bad situation. It could also be like, this situation isn't allowing me to grow. This company doesn't value or bring out the skills I want in myself.
Yeah, there's no growth.
Yeah. Oh, and so Sonic said, I have a crush on this girl and I don't know how to ask her out. Ooh. You know, that's so sweet.
Ask and it shall be given. You just
Yeah.
ask.
Just try. Shoot your shot. You never know what'll happen.
You,
Oh, you should see my shirt. Actually, my shirt talks about love. And one of the things on the packaging, it was like, what if everything goes wrong? But also, what if everything goes right?
Yeah, go with a move. Ask
Yeah.
her like, let's flip a coin. Heads, you're mine. Tails, I'm yours.
Oh, that was smooth. That was so smooth. Oh my God, I didn't know Monica had game like that. Wow, that worked on me. Jerry said, is there such thing as a friend crush? Because I love you both. Oh my God, we love you too. And yes. Oh my God. When I was younger, they called it a girl crush. Like when you want to be friends with someone really bad. So you have like a girl crush on them because it's usually like your girlfriends. But yeah, we're going back to choosing yourself.
Choosing yourself.
You said you have a crush on a girl at your school and you don't know how to ask her out. Monica gave you the best advice. The coin flip will do it. Will do it. And also, part of choosing yourself is like choosing to show up for yourself. Even though you're afraid, you can't let the fear stop you from, I don't know, ask your crush out. I mean, I want to talk.
Yeah,
I want to talk.
Well, and a crush sometimes, you know, I think sometimes a crush is really not love, but it's nice to ask them out. Like, just ask them out if you just want to hang out. Can we go for lunch? Can we go for
Yeah.
Can we go for coffee? You know, don't go there like asking and begging them to be your girlfriend the first time.
Start something
because
small, yeah.
A girl will say no. So
Yeah.
you have to ask her things that she might say yes to. Like she is likely to say yes to a coffee because it has zero commitment.
Exactly. Or
Right?
maybe she says yes to like lunch because everyone loves some lunch.
Yeah, she can say yes to a walk at the beach. You know, it's like a lot of guys, I think the reason they lose a girl is they want the first date and then they want a kiss the first date. They want to
Yeah.
go. No girl wants all that on a first date.
You gotta take it slow. That is so real.
Yeah, no girl wants that.
That is so-
No
so
girl.
real.
They want to get to know you and why you like them.
Exactly.
You know, like if you don't know how to take it slow with girls, you will be so wrong with
You
the
should
women.
ask her if she wants to eat lunch with you. Like if you have a crush at school, but you want to sit next to me and have lunch, and then that way you can see if she likes you or not. If she says no to that, then
Yeah.
you're out of the running.
Yeah, or even complimenting her.
Complimenting her.
Complimenting her when even before you ask her out, like,
Yeah.
"Hi, beautiful. Oh, you look nice today. I like those shoes that you're wearing."
Sweeten her up a bit.
Sweet, sweet. Don't go like I like. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
people like I see on here, they'll probably say, "Oh, I like your boobs." No girl wanna hear that.
Never.
Never. You know, you don't want to compliment her on her sexuality. You want to compliment her on things that she will not feel insecure about, or you know,
Yeah.
things that will not make her feel like you're a creepy
Yeah,
dude. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
You can compliment her on her hair, her style.
Yeah.
You know, her smile. Simple things. And
Oh, Angelina's back. Hi, Angelina. And also, Jerry said, everyone, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Like,
Join our lives. Watch our videos. Ruth Tate said, who is this beautiful girl with you? This is Monica. Well, this is
This is
Monica's
Shy.
live stream, and I'm Shy.
So we are both beautiful girls. Yeah, and yeah, I posted today a video at the beach on Corona del Mar with self-love affirmations. So you can go there and watch that every day. And then, you know, you're just going to brainwash yourself into loving yourself more.
You are, and you're going to choose yourself. And so 904 said, I don't know about that. Women in Florida want that bag. You know, Florida, especially Miami, but no matter what, all women, everybody wants to say something positive about themselves. Everybody.
Everybody well, yeah, exactly. And if you are that person who gets into the mentality of spreading positive energy
Yeah.
towards other people, making them feel good about themselves,
Yeah.
your life is going to improve because people
Yes.
give opportunities to people they
Like. Also, you know what's so funny? Today I had this conversation. I said that we're so easy to say what we don't like about someone, and we so rarely say what we do like about people, just blatantly. That there's a bias, there's like a negativity bias we all operate under. Like today, I was mentioning to my friend, just like, how much I like the version of masculinity he exudes. Like you're strong, you're resilient, but you're not someone who's forceful. And people just don't tell you that, right? So we live under this idea that we always have to constantly improve.
Yeah.
And choosing yourself also means like choosing to see the good in yourself. So Sonic said, she responded with, I didn't know you felt that way. Ooh. All right, go keep the conversation going. Be like, yeah, I do. Be bold. I do feel this way. And how do you feel?
Hi, Angelina Medina. Hi, Rohit. Nice to see you back. So this is Shy.
Hi.
This is Shy.
And 904 said, well, let me ask a question. What's your definition of a helpmate? A helpmate? A helpmate sounds like a cleaner. Maybe I have the definition wrong. What is helpmate?
I think a helpmate is kind of like a partner.
Oh, I mean like a partner, a different term.
Yeah, it's like a partner, somebody that you're helping, you know, like somebody that you have your charger?
Mm-hmm. It's way over there. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you mean like a helpmate, like someone like a partner you're romantically involved with?
I mean, all relationships are for helping each other.
Yeah.
If you don't have that mindset going in a relationship, that
it's over for you.
You're there to help somebody, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And it's just so easy to like someone. Oh, so they said, I do kind of like you for a while. Oh, would you look at that? Being bold. That was you choosing yourself.
Yeah. You got to choose yourself in life.
Yes.
When, you know, I also did kind of like the same thing at work when I was working, and I had made this company lots of money. They were making $2 million a year from me.
Woo.
Working for them, right?
Wow.
And if I asked small things like I needed to go to physical therapy, I had back pain,
Wow.
I had stuff like that. My manager would butt heads like me like this. Every time there was something, they would not help me or support me. And I was making them money. I was like a top salesperson until I decided I could go out. If I'm making them $2 million a year, I could make myself more than that. You know, I could make money on my own. And I decided I'm going to trust myself and walk out. And they had me go walking away.
Oh my gosh, exactly. That's on choosing yourself, because somebody else can limit your growth.
Yeah.
Because to them, that $2 million we're bringing in wasn't enough to value you.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. How do you not treat someone well, bring you in $2 million a year? If somebody brought me in like, I don't know, $5 a day, I'd be like, oh my God, you're doing great, you know?
Exactly. And I left, and all the clients that I had brought in left.
Oh my God. Not left. That's crazy. So Sonic said she responded with, I haven't opened it yet. Oh, well, you know, you gotta have the courage. So that was a version of you choosing yourself, leaving that company. I feel like everyone at some point in life has had a job where you just had to walk away from. Like, ooh. But we're taught from a very young age to choose our lives based on what other people want from us. We think of ourselves in relation to everyone
when
else.
you say I do kind of liked you for a while, you're kind of telling somebody off, and you will get the same energy that you have put out.
Oh, you think so? Maybe she's nervous.
If you say, oh, I did kind of like, you know, I don't know. It all depends on how she takes it, but, you know, kind of liked you.
I'm a nervous person too, so I think because expressing romantic emotions are tough for me. Yeah. So it could be I kind of like you, or it could be like I kind of like you.
Yeah, make sure.
She said she feels the same. Oh, okay.
Okay, then.
Yeah, because sometimes my nervousness kind of comes off the wrong way, like I'm being dismissive. But in reality, I'm scared, y'all. I'd be having some anxiety. Y'all should come spread some of that good energy in Jacksonville. We need it. Oh my gosh. Well, hello from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
We're trying to spread it all over the place.
What's Rohit saying over there?
Relationships are bigger than money. Oh yeah, totally.
Relationships are bigger than money. Today I'm not going to play a song because actually I have the songs that Rohit I played for you. Those songs came out copyrighted, and so I cannot play like music copyright music anymore.
Oh, there
Because
was music we played?
there's a time I played some music. I went live and I put some music, and it's good because like people suggest some songs and then you
Yeah.
play the songs, but on my whatever it shows copyright.
Oh, that's so
And I'm like,
fun.
yeah, so many hours, and they will not be counted by YouTube because they are
Rough.
They'll be copyright.
Everyone complains to YouTube. Complain right now.
Complain to YouTube. Say every song that's on YouTube should not be copyright.
Exactly. Let us play our songs. So 904 said, nah, he should express it through his actions because actions really speak from the soul, you know? Yeah, exactly.
For me, if I would give somebody one advice, don't even listen to what people tell you. Watch what they do. Just watch what they do.
Yes.
If somebody says they love you, just watch what they do.
Do you feel loved from their actions?
Yeah, do you feel loved from their action? Because at the end of the day, somebody said actions speak louder than words, and they actually do. Because you can lie with your tongue all day.
Easily.
Yeah, but really people try to do things that force themselves. It's very hard for someone to force themselves to do something loving when
Yeah.
they don't feel loved.
Think about how many times you had to force yourself to go to the gym when you didn't want to actually go to the gym. It's the same way. It's the same way.
Yeah.
You might force it out maybe like a week, maybe once every 6 months, but if you don't love or really want to
Yeah,
go,
if
you're
you
not
don't
gonna
like
do it.
going to the gym, that's and the same thing. Like you like being a vegetarian, right?
Yeah.
And I eat meat around her. She never once like says like, "Oh, I really want to," eat. Because at the end of the day, you're not faking it. Actions.
I don't think I could have kept it up for this long if I didn't love it.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, choosing yourself really matters.
Yeah.
Because the things you choose for yourself, you stick with. But everything else you don't really like or don't really love, it's going to fall away.
Yeah.
You simply just can't keep choosing it forever.
You must always choose yourself because the
Always.
world. I think if you don't know how to love yourself, like the world is such a bad place. Like it will appear like the world is unfair, but it's only unfair to you because you are unfair to yourself.
You better tell him. You better tell him, Monica. She said it. I grew up in a big family. So growing up in a big family, you have
I've been
like...
taking your tea.
Oh, that's okay.
Girl.
More tea for all of us.
You can still take your tea. Sorry.
I never finish anyway, so it's perfect.
I've been taking her tea all this time.
Everybody have a sip of my tea.
This is like, I keep doing this. This is like the third time I do this.
I do it all the time too.
I'll be like, whatever cup is there, I'll just take it.
But yeah, so I grew up in a big family. So you're raised with like a collective ideal. You all take care of each other.
Yeah.
You all have like the same culture. You have the same values. You kind of become very similar, and you do things for each other. And that's a good thing. In some cases, like it's good to have a structure you want to follow and to care about other people. So
Yeah.
you have more of like a hive mind instead of individual mind.
Yeah.
But there comes a point in your life where you have to start making decisions for yourself. And a lot of my decisions were based off of what I thought was good for the group, not for myself. And since the things that I need for myself are so unique and so different,
Yeah.
it in no way could it have benefited the group.
Yeah, and honestly, and I think also it depends on the culture and the country that you're in. Here in the US, it's such an individual culture.
yeah, you
it's very
have to.
individualistic.
Very.
And when you're in an individualistic culture, your mindset has to switch to yourself.
To survive, to succeed.
Survive, to
like,
succeed, right? Because it's an individualistic country.
Right.
Now, if you're in Africa, for example, sometimes,
Yeah.
like sticking with the group can take you further.
Yeah. Yeah. It's safer, and also just like they have a communal aspect. Whereas here, if you try to have a communal sort of feel, you'll get left in the dust quickly.
Yeah.
We just built the whole country off of like individual happiness and freedom.
Yeah.
So that individuality is like so ingrained. You can only succeed by having that inside of yourself. You need both, I believe. But yeah, I think you need both for sure. Because if you have only your individualist mind, then you'll be selfish. And selfishness is its own limit. It might take you far quickly, but then you'll run out of gas quick.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of where I feel like
Yeah.
you have to love yourself enough to choose what's good for you.
Right, right.
Yeah. If you don't know what's good for you, like if you're confused about it, other people will take advantage of you.
Easily.
Like for example, I see so many pretty girls being taken advantage of because they don't love themselves. Like
Constantly.
really, like this dude will come and he has nothing absolutely to offer her, and you know, she doesn't have that concept of
Yeah.
self-love.
That's how pimps work, actually.
Yeah, like pimps, like
Pimps
they be
literally
selling
prey on women who have low self-worth and they don't have any idea what they need for themselves. And then they position themselves as someone who loves them or become almost like a father figure and direct them and give them community.
Yeah.
And those girls without that individualist mind to care for themselves and they're like yearning for someone to care for them, they'll get involved with that. So it's a lot of manipulation,
Yeah, you have got to love yourself and know good things. Like that's why I say, like I like the winning mindset when somebody knows that God is good, and then you align with yourself with the values that God has proposed.
You know, one thing I can say
These are what is good.
is if you have no idea what's good for you, joining a group that has some sort of like positive ideals to help you figure that out for yourself. Like I'm really glad I grew up with religion as a child because as a kid, you don't have a concept of what's good for you or not.
Yeah.
And the whole trial and error process of being an adult and trying to find out what's good for you can really hurt you. But I think there's like the levels to it. So I'm glad I didn't go the route of like, is sleeping around good for me? Is doing drugs good for me? Is like looking for love in the wrong places good for me? And I went the route of
if
like,
you haven't figured those ones out.
because a lot of times folks will get caught up in that area of life and you can get stuck there. But since I had like a good moral understanding, I was able to go the like higher route.
The higher route.
Is this
And
job right for me?
There are so many people, like especially when I see like Kenya, when kids graduate and then the high school, and then you know mostly when they graduate high school, they're out on their own. They can choose their own life.
Right.
They start clubbing. They start sleeping around. I mean, hi Black man is back.
Woo, back in the house.
Back in her house. They start sleeping around. There's HIV, there's all sorts of diseases. Like they are choosing not to love themselves. And when bad things happen, they think it was a mistake. I'm like, no, you've been choosing bad choices because you don't have self-preservation. You don't love yourself. That's why you're
Exactly.
drinking yourself
Exactly.
out of your misery. Like you can love yourself through your problems without having to drink, without having to sleep with multiple people. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go that way. It doesn't have to
And-
go that way.
Because it's just dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It's just dangerous. When I was younger, I didn't have this concept. Especially when I was like 18 or 19, it's still socially acceptable to do that here. And so since you grow up with this being acceptable and everyone is doing it, you think, all right, I can just do this too. Like this has to be okay if everyone's doing it.
Yeah, some people don't know how to choose themselves.
And then they're like, you're being pushed into those decisions when you're young. People are telling you, you should go out, you should go have fun, you should be dating everyone in the sun. And it's like, you know, it doesn't actually feel good.
Yeah.
Like, why are we trying to brainwash people into like living that ideal?
Yeah, and if you
Oh
see
my
like
gosh.
a lot of music on the internet is about, oh, I want to become a millionaire. And then you see these guys with lots of women, they're drinking, they're on the yacht. And people think that to love themselves is to pursue that lifestyle because they're being brainwashed by the media. And they think that that is self-love. But they don't see that that is actually self-hate because
You're masking something underneath.
yeah, why do you need all those things to show like you're the big guy? Why don't you just accept like, oh, I live this life and I love it.
And it's good.
And it's good.
And it's good, and that's it.
I don't have to work hard for anything. I'm okay.
Part of choosing myself was choosing to like not go that route of, well, you're young, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And I don't believe you should waste your youth on foolishness.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you,
like, stop.
oh yeah, you know, because you're only young for so long.
You're only young for so
Like, I'm not
long.
gonna waste my youth getting my heart broken and getting my body tore up and then having people just waste my time or destroying my kidneys from drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
glad in that way I chose to go against the grain, because I wasn't accepted for those things at first. And people would try to convince me otherwise, like, let's go out and let's drink, or you don't have to work so hard. And because I went to college and school, I went to college and I worked at the same time. So I never went out. And they're like, you're young, you should do those things right now. Don't waste your youth. Use your youth to have an easy time when you're old. Because when you're old, you're not going to want to work. You know, you're not going to want to like
Yeah, work hard. There is nothing
You're gonna
wrong
be
with
tired.
working hard when you're young.
do it. Don't waste it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with working hard when you're young. I see
Yeah.
a lot of people, they get tricked into thinking like self-love is living this soft lifestyle where you don't have to work hard for anything, you know. And you see, anything that is from the books of wisdom, everything they tell you, in your youth, work hard, because God
Grind
will
it out.
remember. God will remember your youth and the decisions you made in your youth, and He will repay you.
Grind it out.
And have fun doing it.
Yes.
And do what you love and have fun doing it.
How do people find out what they love? Well, actually, let me restart my stream and
If you-
answer that question, because that was a hard one for me, figuring out like what do I love and what do I want to do. Because choosing yourself means you have to have like an awareness and a knowledge of yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, what are you going to choose for
If
yourself?
you don't love
right?
yourself, like for example, for me, because I love myself, right? I'm able to inspire other people to love themselves. And that's something I am passionate about.
Right.
Helping people love. It's really when you start loving yourself
Sorry.
and you start making like those choices in life that are good, you can become a role model.
Exactly.
When you choose the high road, that's when you can become like a good role model and help other people understand life better. But you have to be the example. So you have to walk that high road first and figure out the path on your own first before you can even inspire anybody into positive action.
Exactly. When I was younger, I would hear, oop, I nearly fell. Oh my gosh. I nearly fell right on my face. That was crazy. Anyways, when I was younger, I would hear my mom say that she didn't know what she liked. Because she spent so much time living for other people, like her kids, her husbands, et cetera, that she had no idea what she wanted for herself. And when it came down to that, it was like, how can you choose yourself without knowing what choices to make for yourself, without knowing the life you want for yourself? And that was like that initial feeling of, how can I do that now? And so what I realized was children always choose themselves. When you're a little kid,
Entitled.
they are entitled and they're selfish. But that selfishness means that there was no other influence to their desires. And the little kids are like, oh, I want to like build things, I want to draw, I want to color. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world wants, says, thinks, the feasibility of it. So a lot of times what you want inside deeply is the things your younger self wanted, like your little kid self wanted. What do you think about that? Do you think that's true?
Sometimes it's true. Okay, I wouldn't say like kids know everything, but I think from an emotional point of view, they know that they have the right to exist. You know, they walk through life feeling confident,
Yes.
especially if they come from loving environments, like loving parents who are protecting, providing. You will see kids being very confident, and I think we could all learn that that's the confidence that is necessary to succeed anywhere in life.
Yes. When I was trying to figure out what choosing myself meant, I was thinking of like all the things I loved to do as a kid. And I used to look through National Geographic all the time. I loved it. I loved like the places, I loved the descriptions. I just thought it was the coolest thing to see the world on paper. And that's how I spent my like afternoons and evenings as a kid. And so as I got older, I went to college because people told me to. I worked jobs because I thought that was what I was supposed to do. And I spent most of my life in that way.
Yeah, but you are obedient, and let's say
Yes.
like there's a reward
Yeah.
in being obedient, because
I don't regret it.
you don't regret
No,
it.
I don't regret
you
it.
went to school,
Yeah.
you are responsible, you learned a lot of things being responsible. Imagine if you were that kid who was just going out playing with boys, doing everything, drugs, everything that you are being told not to do.
Choose yourself after you have some like maturity and responsibility. Actually, that's a good point.
You have
That's a
to have
good
the
point.
humility to learn
Yeah.
from other people who are wiser
Yeah.
and who are making better decisions in life. And I think that's part of self-love, to understand like you don't know everything.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Like I'm glad I went that route first, because at least I know for a fact for me that wasn't what I want to do for the rest of my life. Let's see.
Rohit says he doesn't get what he's saying. I know he's Indian and probably there's a language barrier.
You're the best, Rahid. I'm glad you're here. Even he doesn't understand, but he's just happy to be here. That's great.
We are talking about choosing yourself. You know,
Yes.
life will call you sometimes. Hello, Money. Money and Mobin.
Glad you guys are here.
Glad you guys are tuning in. Yeah, we are talking about choosing yourself. You
Choosing
have got to
yourself.
choose yourself, you know, and sometimes it's walking away from a job that you're being mistreated at. Sometimes it's just walking away from people who are misusing you.
Sometimes it's walking into the life you think you should have had, like figuring out that you're deserving of certain things, accepting the good in life. Oh, we're in the USA. We're in California.
We are in California, baby, in Newport Beach.
Oh, guess who's back? Boss Dog. Raphael,
Boss
is that
Dog.
you? Oh my gosh, we're glad to have you here. Oh, whoops.
Oops, it's 12 noon here. I have
Yes.
a 12 noon.
So, but yeah, sometimes it's like also accepting the good things that are meant for you. Because, man, when you're in a collective hive mind, if something isn't good for someone else, but it's good for you, you can reject that. And that's crazy if you think about it. Turning down your blessings for like the joy of someone else.
Don't
Ooh.
ever turn your blessing. Somebody told me, like, if it comes down to choosing to disappoint other people so that you can be happy,
Disappoint them.
disappoint them every time. Like, make sure that this one you get 100% all the time.
Mimbin said, you both have very nice hair. Thank you.
you.
Yeah, straight up. As a former people pleaser, people pleasers are people who chronically choose everyone else over themselves. And I had to overcome that. And one thing I was so afraid of was disappointing other people. And so having to get used to that feeling of being like, okay, my choice for myself might not make everyone happy, but it makes me happy, and that's okay.
Yeah, you better learn to tell people to go, like, you tell them, screw you, I'ma be happy. Like,
Yes.
that should be your mantra.
Every time. And a lot of times you realize that the other person might not be unhappy because of your choice.
Yeah.
You might be like mildly inconvenienced at most.
Yeah.
But in your head, the head of a people pleaser, this is the end of the world for them.
No, it's not the end. If you have to disappoint other people for choosing yourself, be ready to say, screw you, I choose me, and that's it. That's it.
Oh, you're waiting for us to go live? Thank you. That's so amazing. And Boss Dog said, did you miss me? We're glad you're here.
We're glad we're here. Love, 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 love.
We're talking about choosing yourself. Boss Dog, when was the time you chose yourself?
Yeah, always choose yourself 100%. If you have to disappoint other people, well, I don't care if it's your kids, your parents, your partner. Like, if you have to disappoint them to choose you, boom, that's the way to go. You choose yourself
Every time.
every time. 100% choose you.
I remember sneaking around, right? So my first trip, I think I told you this story.
Yeah.
I had to sneak to do it, and I didn't tell anybody. Because again, I was afraid of disappointing people, going against expectations, but I wanted to travel to Iceland so bad. And so I secretly booked a trip. I didn't tell nobody. I like secretly go to the airport saying, oh, I'm just gonna visit my family. I was at my family's house. They're like, why are you here? I'm like, oh, I'm just visiting. I'm gonna go to New York. And I was caught. I was caught that I was gonna go to Iceland. Yes. And so I was like, oh, this is bad news. But I was so afraid of like disappointing people, right? But I wanted to live my dream and my truth and choose myself so badly that in a way I was trying to sneak past that to myself.
Yeah.
Hi from India. Woo! Where in India are you from?
Yeah. Blacky. You guys have really cool names. We have Blacky Goms, we have Kushi Rahi, we have Rohit. I mean, we got like real cool names.
Oh, hey, from Delhi. That's so cool. And Barack said you're from Turkmenistan.
Takwam.
Interesting. What country is that? But yeah, choosing yourself.
You gotta love yourself. You always choose yourself above other people. All the time, because the consequences of not choosing yourself, you're going to be disappointed with yourself.
Oh,
And you have to live with the
Oh.
regret. You have to live with
choosing. That disappointment is
there's
so
nothing
real.
the disappointment is terrible. Like, you keep disappointing yourself over and over and over and over, and your nervous system starts to feel shut down, depressed all the time, because you keep choosing other people. You have to learn the word screw you.
Facts. Oh my God.
Fuck.
We are from California, and yeah, Boss Dog said, "Hey, live, it's your boy Boss Dog. I'm back in the house. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below, and put a W in the chats for us. Woo! You're the best. Oh my gosh.
Love, 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 love.
Yeah, but that disappointment of not choosing yourself is so real.
It's so
It
bad.
honestly, that's where regret comes from. It can make you sick.
Regret can make you sick.
I think like people who have like the most regrets are the ones who get sick the most or have some type of like issues all the time. Because man, you have to.
Yeah.
I remember I've been in 2 relationships where my partners wanted to have children immediately, and I was way too young to have kids. Like, I'm 25 right now. 25 is still quite young, but at the time I was like 16 or 17. Who wants to be a mother, a teenage mom?
Yeah.
I was in college, but even still. And a part of choosing myself was like leaving that relationship because I knew for a fact that I would not be a good parent. I didn't want to be a parent as a teenager. That's crazy. And even now at 25, I still don't feel like I'm prepared for that kind of journey. And you have to let go of certain things
Yeah.
because of that. Like, okay, I have to choose myself, because if I don't choose myself, and imagine if I just gave into it and I'm here with the kid I don't want, I'm unprepared, I'm unhappy, I'm gonna give a bad life to someone else. Sometimes choosing yourself is the most compassionate thing to do. Because imagine how many parents are out there who felt that pressure
Yeah.
and didn't actually want to be parents.
Yeah.
No matter how much you try to hide it, it'll show up in your actions some kind of way.
Yeah. When you choose your happiness, I like that song from Rihanna when she says, I chose to be happy. You and I, one like diamonds in the sky.
That's a great song.
Yeah, but she was in this relationship, it wasn't working, just like you. And she was like, I will choose my happiness. If it remains like this relationship breaks up, I'll have to accept that this is where it ends. And I choose myself, because the fear of the disappointment that you have to live in for the rest of your life, that you disappointed yourself, you chose other people above yourself.
Honestly. And sometimes it's even more selfish to go with the crowd. Oh, Haji, thank you for subscribing. And also, we're glad you're back. But sometimes choosing yourself gives the other person the opportunity to choose themselves as well. I just thought of it, one way I can help choose myself is thinking of the other party. I was like, man, imagine being married to someone, having kids with someone, and they didn't actually want to have kids with you. I wouldn't want a husband to feel that way towards me. Like, I care about people. And so if I was in this dynamic where I forced someone to be with another person, aka me, who didn't actually want that for them, this great happiness, this great joy, and I wasn't fully involved with, that's so selfish.
Yeah.
Like, when I realized that for myself, I said, I can't go through with this. That's too much. No matter how much I cared about that person.
Yeah. Boss Dog, if you want to be the conversation for today, chip in into the conversation.
Yes, tell us about a time where you've chosen yourself, Raphael.
Yeah, hi, love from Turkey.
Oh, from Turkey! That's amazing.
Hi, Brad. We see you. We see you. Hello.
Yes. Hi, sweetie. I want help. Oh, what do you want help with? If you want some help, subscribe. Come chit chat with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Today we are talking about choosing yourself. Sometimes you have to disappoint other people to choose yourself and what's good for you. I mean, I tell people all the time, I don't drink when they are asking me to go out for a drink or what, and they feel disappointed, and I choose myself every time. Because I'm like, I don't drink. You want me to drink and I don't drink. So bye.
No.
You go have party and fun with whoever that you want to have fun with.
And I don't want to just casually poison myself for fun. No shade to people who do drink, that's your business, as I always say. But if I'm just poisoning myself for fun over the course of my whole life, you're not gonna have a very long life.
Yeah, yeah. Succumbing to peer pressure is not a form of self-love. It's a form
There's a
of
lot of it
self-hate.
too.
There's a lot,
There's a lot of it.
And you have to choose yourself 100%
Yeah.
every time. If you want to have a great life and live your life audaciously to the fullest, you must be able to say, like, I'm not going to succumb to peer pressure. When your coworkers ask you to go out to drink and you don't drink, say, sorry, I got things to do at home. I have a family, I have kids, I got stuff, I got a life.
Or you just want to go home. I like going to bed between 9 and 10 o'clock. That is
Yeah.
my jam. I love being in bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but you know, when you have kids, I see a lot of people when they have kids, you're a parent, you've got this other life. Why are you going out drinking, having fun with people who don't have families or don't care about their families? Why not go home and take care of business?
Literally. Or maybe your version of fun has to be something about choosing yourself. Because there's a lot of fun things you can do that don't harm yourself. And if choosing yourself means self-harm, then you know it's not the right thing for you.
Exactly. Yeah, you please other people, you end up in divorce court.
Oh,
Hello.
gonna be in an episode. Ginny said we look alike. Who, me or Miss Kanini? But yeah, big time. That is so important because you choosing yourself has like rippling effects.
Yeah. Yeah, we learned the hard way. People pleasing, you learn the hard way when, I know one time my teacher was telling me that she knew somebody who had a lot of money, but he used to give. He liked pleasing people, so he would give money until he ran out of money for his business. Like, how do you do that to yourself? He was looking for this love and affirmation from other people. That's why we say affirm yourself.
Yeah, I've actually dated a guy like that. And I liked him quite a bit. But when I saw how much people pleasing he was doing, he'd have a little entourage of people around him.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with him because I just liked him as a person. Thought he was interesting, thought he was cool. And I asked him, I was like, why do you keep this like group of people around you and you have to pay for all of them, pay for all the hotels, pay for all their food? That's weird. And he said to me, because people just like me the most when I'm doing something for them.
Oh.
And he would not accept the fact that I was just hanging out with him just for the sheer hangout. I just enjoyed his company. I had to tell him over and over again, he still wouldn't believe it.
Hi from Turkey.
Hi, where in Turkey are you from? I want to go to Turkey, actually. I haven't been yet.
Brad, you're saying we're so cute, that we are way so cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Welcome. We're talking about choosing yourself, every time. If you have to disappoint other people,
Do it.
do it. Choose yourself 100%. If you learn this one simple trick, I think your life will go, you'll just move to the next level 100%.
Yes.
100%. People respect people who choose themselves.
They do. Actually, you know what? I think that's why, to get into politics, like Trump was so successful this presidency. I do not support him in any way, but he was very like, this is who I am, this is what I do, you're gonna like it, or I don't like you. And American people just love that. They're like, he's so real.
Yeah, we got
He's
some
so
love.
real.
Hi,
And-
beautiful and lovely.
But
Hello.
it shows you the impact of like choosing yourself on
Well.
American culture.
In America, you have
America,
to choose
yeah.
yourself.
But
Always.
in other countries, it can come off as abrasive. Like in Japan, actually in most other countries, like America is like the height of choosing yourself.
America is an individualistic country.
Like the most.
It's the most
individualistic.
individualistic country.
Yeah.
And if you come to America and you want to learn how to deal with Americans, I tell you, you won't survive here if you don't love yourself. You had better.
Because if you are someone who's like you're group minded, someone will come and like take advantage of you quite quickly.
Yeah, if you move here from another country and you come to America, your first instinct will be, how selfish are these people? How selfish can somebody be? That will be your mind when you come to America. But you have to understand, this environment is different. People have to choose themselves because of the way the environment has shaped them. They are not even being selfish. They are being in survival mode.
Capitalism will do that to you.
Very.
They are. Many American people are just in that survival mode. Like, I have to make it. I have to get it done. The individuality comes into place. You don't really have a lot of like emotional or social support.
Yeah, they are choosing themselves.
Yes.
And above and beyond, they are just choosing themselves. And if you want to know how real it is, just look at how people voted.
just look at most American people are very lonely too.
Yeah.
But that's how it shows you like individualism
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're always just surrounded with people, but there's like toxic individualism.
Yeah.
So the people we're talking about are those who have like a higher level mind to choose good things for themselves. Because when you do, your friends around you will change. There'll be people who love themselves. People who love themselves will love you the best. And that is the truth. Oh my gosh, nothing like being
Boss
loved.
Dog, if you want an introduction, write your introduction here. We'll read it.
Tony T said, both of y'all are beautiful queens. Thank
That's
you.
Tony.
Do you have a daughter? No kids?
We don't have kids here. Yeah, we're talking about choosing yourself.
Yes.
Choosing yourself. Here in America, you really have got to choose yourself.
Hardcore.
Hardcore, go all in.
I feel like these are the
Choosing
things people
yourself.
need to know before they move to the U.S. because it's such a like a fantasy for people to live in America and just be in the U.S. But there's a lot of like nuances that can make it really, really, really challenging at first, like really challenging. And the social isolation, how everyone is individualistic. Oh, turkey in the house.
Love, 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 love.
Yeah, it can be tough. It can be very tough. But also the good part is whatever dream or happiness that you have in your mind, you can truly, truly actually create it with
Yes.
a lot of just work.
And I think if you love yourself, so you're making the right decisions, and you understand, like, I'm going in there knowing that other people are selfish and they're choosing themselves, so I'm choosing myself. That helps you
You're safe.
win the game. Like, you're safe, right?
Yeah.
And then the other way is like, while you're there, be generous to the people around you, because nobody ever succeeds alone. So be generous, but always at the very top of your mind, when you're in America and you want to succeed, at the very top, just know you're rooting for number one.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? All my friends are foreigners.
You.
All of my friends are people who are like not really from the U.S. Most of my friends actually, they're all from like a different culture. I don't have a lot of just American friends because I am someone who's very like collectivist internally, and I had to learn individuality. So I get along the best with people who are also from collectivist cultures. I think they're just a lot more like warm, and they don't have this like stinginess about their time or their energy, their emotions.
Yeah. Here, people are so nervous about their time, their energy.
Because they're stingy.
Yeah, because they're stingy. And if you can realize that your generosity can actually put you at an advantage over them, so you can use your social skills to be friendly with people and network and, go ahead of walk your way up. But always remember, this kind of selfish-centeredness, they will be jealous of you.
Yes.
But when you realize, like, they're jealous of me, but I'm going to choose myself and I'm still going to go ahead anyway and keep going on top, you become unstoppable. I'm just giving you the secret.
Honestly, here's a really funny story. One of my friends was having a cookout with her family, and I was invited, but I couldn't go because I had to submit some homework for my MBA, some like classwork. And at that party, I was mentioned that I was not at. And one of her aunts said, "Oh, she lives in Newport Beach. There's no way she lives there. Not by herself. There's no way. Like, she must be on some type of government assistance. There's no way she can make it there." Because her aunt lived in Long Beach, which is significantly less expensive. And for her, that just wasn't a possibility, right?
Yeah.
My good friend who was there defended my name, like fought her aunt, was like, she does her own thing, blah, blah, blah. She went to school, she has a great job, etc.
Yeah.
But it shows you how, even if you choose yourself and you're doing well, you're gonna have people who are so limited in their own minds that they attack you.
Yeah.
They attack the idea of you because it hurts them.
Yes, and when other people are attacking you, this is the wonderful time to remember to choose yourself. Okay?
And I just laughed
You
because,
always-
man.
Yeah, and you remember your goals and where you are headed, and do not let them sabotage them. And at this
Yes.
time is when people who hate themselves, they listen to the enemy,
Yeah.
and the enemy kills them.
They'll be inflamed. Okay, so let's read Boss Dogs. Boss Dog said, "Hey everyone, it's me, Boss Dog, the realest boss in the live. I'm about to marry the hottest woman on the planet, and that's the truth."
Period.
Period. And then Black Gomez said, "Can you say namaste? It means hello in India."
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
We know namaste.
I say that after my yoga classes.
We always say this after the yoga class.
Yeah.
Namaste. I think it means peace be with you or something like that.
And I've been to India twice, so I know it's like a tiny bit, a tiny, tiny bit. But yeah, choosing yourself, man, it'll bring out either the decision for them to choose themselves or maybe some jealousy. So people will criticize you. Even if you're choosing yourself in a positive way, you will still get criticized.
Yeah.
And I've had to learn to like live with that.
If you choose good values and you choose the high road and you defend yourself all the time when you're attacked by the enemy, because I mean, if you're good and you have something good, people will be jealous. But it's your point to put on the defense, you know?
And a lot of people just don't have the self-discipline to keep choosing themselves. Because it is a discipline.
Yeah.
Like when everyone around you is saying, oh, it's okay to drink, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, and it doesn't feel right for you, you gotta say no a lot.
No.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, and let them feel like, you know, you're too goody two shoes. That's
Sometimes
fine.
I get that, like either I'm being too goody two shoes,
That's fine.
or I'm someone who's like stuck up.
That's fine.
When in truth, I just have like good standards for myself and my life that I have to live by.
Yes.
Some folks don't got no standards for themselves.
Yeah, some people don't have standards,
Like
and when you have
none.
high standards, they hate on them, and that's okay. Like these are the people who are like gravity; they're trying to push you down, you know. But always choose the high road. It always rewards you.
When I was in high school and into my early 20s, I'm 25, I'm talking like I'm 50, but like from about 16 to about 22, I was told to give him a chance a lot. That's a rhetoric that I hate. Give him a chance, he's a nice guy, give him a chance. And someone telling you to give another person a chance is so disrespectful to the other person. Imagine someone in the room was like, I don't really like her, but she's nice enough, you should give her a chance. That's crazy. But they were like trying to get me to put down my boundaries and try to tell me to not like what I want and what I like because I should give up myself for another person. For another person have an opportunity with me. And I was like, no, I like what I like. I'm gonna stick with what I like.
Exactly.
And that got me a lot of like hate, actually.
Because the people who don't want you to do better,
They didn't want me to do better.
they don't want you to do better.
They're telling me lower your standards for someone else.
Yes.
Or be with someone you're not as attracted to or that you don't really want.
Yeah, I see guys all the time on the internet telling black women like, oh, you're not that pretty, lower your standards so that you can meet that average guy who will do you wrong until the day you die. I'm like, never ever do that.
No one can defeat you unless you defeat yourself. Exactly.
Amen. Amen to that.
Exactly. Big
Yeah,
time.
Big time.
Big time.
Nobody can defeat you unless
You defeat
you
yourself.
defeat yourself. Yeah,
And that mindset can be really persistent.
yeah.
Because other people will try to get you to like choose my standards, live my way of life.
Live like a peasant so that they can be happy and be like, yeah, I knew you were like that.
I knew you were like me all along.
Yeah, I'm on a dating site. You put me on a dating site. And so this guy I was chatting to, he said he's a writer.
Oh.
And I asked him, hey, can you write me something beautiful? You know, you've seen my profile. Write me something beautiful. And he's like, no. And he was like giving me conditions. He was like, no. And I was like, really? And then he was like, I would need to see something about you. I said, I just like people to serenade me for no reason at all.
I can make up something right now.
Yeah,
On the
make up
spot.
something right now. He wasn't able
What?
to do that, and I unmatched him.
Good.
I told him
Good.
to the left, everything you
Good.
own in your bags to,
To
the left.
left.
Because how you not gonna serenade me when you want to be with me?
You're sitting here being like, I'm a writer, then write for me. Oh, never mind.
I get people telling me I am beautiful all the time on my live stream. How you not gonna tell me?
Okay, you better tell them. Hi, Emil. Glad you're here.
Hi, I'm
Hi, Jada, you're here. Thank you for saying we're beautiful, Blackie Gomez. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
right? Yeah.
that's so funny. That's so funny. And Monica standards are high because she has good taste. Anybody who has good taste has standards. Think about brands. People who like certain brands, it's because they have the taste to like something that is unique or very valuable to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking like just liking brand names in general, but they have like a certain specific kind of thing they like, they want to stick with. And I'm like, psh, as you should. someone who likes you will start singing for you.
They,
Okay.
And it's not just like it's somebody who is genuinely happy with themselves and they are okay. They'll be happy to share that love, right?
Quickly.
If you're a good writer and I told you, oh, Shai, just write me a nice poem, something
I'll
nice.
write one right now.
You'd write one right now. Like when somebody is like holding me back, like I have to prove myself to him so that he can write me anything. I was like, I don't want your cheap love. I told him by blocking him, that I'm good. It shows me that you don't have a heart of generosity. Like, why am I here? Why am I, like, why would you date me?
And that's what women are looking for. A lot of times people think generosity means money, but a lot of times it means like you're emotionally generous. You're like generous with your time.
Yeah.
You're generous with how open you are with me. Those things are
Imagine
powerful.
being in a relationship with somebody like that and he doesn't go out of his way to make you happy, just to make you smile. Write you a cute note in the morning before you get out of bed or before you go.
There's a lot of women who live like that.
Yeah,
Too many.
For me, I'm a flower. You need to water it. And I asked him, like, can you water my flower? He was like, no. And I was like, unmatched. Boom. Bye.
And too many women who are in relationships with guys who just don't do that. Maybe they started and they stopped. They have this idea, oh, okay, I'll just settle. My individuality, choosing myself, whatever. As long as I have somebody, I'll settle. Because eventually that guy is going to be with someone. And she might have that same mindset. And he's going to get lazy and be like, whatever. But by choosing someone who's going to water you, you'll always grow.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, when you have to choose you choose people who water the garden. I mean, it's all about the environment that you choose for yourself, right?
All about it.
And when you choose a positive environment, your emotional health will
flourish.
And when your emotional health flourishes, you will see the fruits and you in your actions, in your moods, in your feelings, in the things that you do, in your results of what you do, you'll start seeing that beautiful life come together. But you got to love yourself so that you choose the right environment for people who nourish you, pour into you, flower.
Deeply.
Yeah.
And it also means you have to like have that patience to say yes and say no. It's so easy to say yes to every opportunity or to like go searching for every opportunity. But if you're someone who chooses yourself, that means I choose this thing specifically because I specifically like it. And I think that makes someone feel so loved. Like imagine, I chose to be with you because you are smart, you're funny, you're gorgeous, you make me feel great. I love spending time with you. It makes me feel valuable that you're happy with me. Those are all very specific.
Yeah.
Imagine someone being like, oh, I just thought you were kind of cute. That wouldn't feel good at all. There's no specificity. Or you're the only person I could get with. Oof. That would break me down. I would feel like, what? You only got me because I was the only person you could? And there's two types of folks out there. The ones who are, is there anyone who will be with me? And then those who are, I want this person specifically. And you gotta be careful by choosing yourself. You'll choose the person who's with you for you.
Yeah, but when you know that your nervous system needs to be happy,
Yes.
also, when you know that, you'll be able to choose that person, right? Who makes you, because that one person who is really for you, they choose you and they choose to be the person who will pour into you, right?
Yes, happily. Over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
they'll never even say words like that, like
Not one time.
I chose you just because I couldn't have anybody else.
Right. And that's a sentiment of a lot of people on the inside.
They would not say that.
Emil said, you are saying all this, but then you guys also argue that people shouldn't buy flowers on 8th of March?
Who said that about 8th of March?
I love flowers. Hey, Emil, you can buy me flowers right now, okay? You can go plant some in the garden. I'll put you to work.
Yeah, but don't put words into our mouth, Emil. We didn't say that.
No, not even close. I love that kind of stuff. I am a romantic person. Honestly, you want like a day job? Come into my garden, help me plant some flowers, like. And you mean romantic attention? Yeah, boss dog, exactly.
No, but genuine, like I saw.
Oh, you meant girls in general. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I know I saw those girls who are like, don't buy me, like
Don't
I
buy
don't
me
need
flowers.
flowers. I'm like,
I
who
do.
said that? I like flowers.
Whatever romance exists, I want it.
For me, I like somebody who understands. Like, I like to feel nice. I like to feel good,
Yeah.
and it's small things. You know, the small things make you like. I mean, they add up in life, and then you're like, wow, we lived a beautiful life. I saw this one guy partner, like family, that I was walking, and they were taking. It was an old couple. They were taking photos, and this woman, she was like probably in her 70s, and she had like all these diamonds. It was their anniversary, all these diamonds, and they were taking photos, and he was like, over time he had bought her all these gifts
Wow.
over time, right?
Wow.
And so in her anniversary she was wearing them, and I thought, well, this couple, they've been celebrating their anniversary. He's been buying her gifts, he's been making her happy, and she looked genuinely happy. And I could see, like, over time he's been telling her, you're beautiful, you're nice, pouring into her, and I'm sure she has done wonderful things to him.
100%.
100%. Otherwise, the dude would not be there still.
Doing all that, smiling and happy. I think it's so beautiful how there's like a day to celebrate falling in love. That is so romantic. Oh, you have a big party to celebrate that you met someone and you love them. You want to commit your life to them. That is so great.
Yeah, and when you love yourself, when you understand what it means to love yourself, you will be able to choose the right partner, the right work environment, the right kind of, family. Like, when you understand that you love yourself, you love others even more.
Oh my God, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're able to love others more when you love yourself.
Yes.
And guys, today I made a video. I posted a video at Post Traumatic Bliss. If
Go
you have,
watch it.
Go watch it at Post Traumatic Bliss. I post on Tuesdays and Fridays. So go watch like my videos.
And make sure you guys all like, subscribe, comment, join us in our live streams. We absolutely love having you guys here.
Yes, we do.
How do you feel? Do you want to keep going? I know you have like
I have
15 minutes.
I have a meeting,
Yeah.
but it's like 15 minutes. In 12:45.
Okay.
So I'll leave in 10 minutes.
Okay. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock too, so it's perfect.
Yeah, in 10 minutes. Then we can
Let's
do
do it.
this for 10 minutes.
But yeah, so Boss Dog said, that's why you are the hottest woman on the planet, and I can't wait to marry you. Boss Dog, we love your commitment.
What did Rohit say here? I think he said something nice.
He said that only those who dare to fall greatly can ever achieve greatly. Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly.
Only those who dare to fall greatly can achieve greatly.
That's beautiful.
If you're afraid of failure, you never go anywhere.
Never. And Emil, some women, or I guess some people, don't feel like they're deserving of like that romance, that level of love. Maybe they're just not the kind of person to receive deeply. And if that's them, then you got to respect them and let them do them. But if you're someone who's romantic and you need another person who can receive, one of my closest friends, he said that his problem before he met his girlfriend was that he had a lot of love to give and didn't have someone who could receive all of it. And that his former partners were so resistant to receiving his love that he felt rejected by them. Because he was just a really romantic guy. And I was like, that's so powerful, because there's really good people out there who have a lot of love to give, and there's people who can receive a lot of love and nurture it and like cultivate it.
Yeah, and I think if somebody's not coming from a place where they were loved in their childhood and you're going all the way, they might feel like you're choking them. Or some people may be suspicious because some people use love as a way of manipulation.
I was suspicious. I'm not going to front with you guys. I'll be so honest.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying completely. It's nice to be open to receive.
And especially if you get past the point where you're like, okay, this is not manipulation. They're not trying to hurt me. They actually are genuinely that loving and caring and kind.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, some people are authentic.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes I feel to tell people, trust your instincts. Like, always trust.
Your instincts will not lie.
Your instincts will not lie, Shy Solo. If you're looking for Shy Solo, SHYSOLO.
CHYSOLO.
Yes.
I'm Shy, so make sure you guys subscribe. And also make sure you subscribe to Post Traumatic Bliss.
post-traumatic blessed. I put some videos there on self-love. I'm a
Yes.
mental health coach,
Yes.
advocate. You will see everything there.
I also love that YouTube name. I can't get over it. I love it. I love that YouTube name. And Boss Dog said, "Hey, live, the power couple has things to do, so we'll see you guys later." Okay, Boss Dog.
Love,
and his
love.
queen out. Peace. Bye.
Peace. Have a wonderful day.
Make sure you join us again, Boss Dog. We love having you here.
Yeah. We'll be leaving in a bit too. So love.
You're the best.
You're the best.
But yeah, choosing yourself means choosing your own happiness, finding out what that is first, because it's a journey. Choosing yourself isn't so simple as waking up one day and being like, it's me now, but it's also like, what's best for me? How can I care about me? I visualize myself as like a child, or when I was a child, and I think to myself, would I be proud of myself today if my younger self saw me? And as long as I can keep saying yes, then I know I'm on the right track. Because that's one thing about kids is that they are unabashed with their feelings. And if they are proud of you, they are very quick to say so.
Yeah.
And I feel like I owe it to the younger version of myself to always be good to myself and make her proud. Because in return, I feel the most proud of myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see you're growing, you see yourself grow, and you never drop the ball, every decision leads to another and yet another and yet another.
Yes. I want my 25-year-old self to be just amazed by my 50-year-old self. Like, oh my God, we did that. That was amazing. We accomplished that. I want to be just like so proud of myself. And that's why I do it. Because the future version of me is looking back at the memories of today's version of me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to remember myself not putting myself first.
I know, and when you work hard to become that person that you wanna be, and you meet people who appreciate those qualities that you have worked hard for, then you know that you're in the right circle of people. I don't see myself being with a person who never is able to see my good qualities.
Exactly.
Because I have worked so hard for those qualities.
They're quite obvious. They're quite obvious, I must say.
Like when you have worked so hard to get where you want somebody who sees that and appreciates about the effort that you have made, where you've come from, everything you've worked hard to get,
A hard worker can appreciate another hard worker. That's for sure.
Brian is calling me right now. 1 second. Sorry. Gotta go. Hi, Brian, how are you? I thought it was like 45. Good.
But yeah, guys, I will let her do her thing. And now it's just me. And
Yeah, let's go back as scheduled. Because I'm in the middle of something.
choosing ourselves is great. Because when you finally
Awesome.
choose
See ya.
yourself, you will see how your happiness transforms. And what I noticed about choosing myself
We can do Google
is
Meet.
that
That's fine.
what you are happy with
Awesome.
at one age will change when you're older. So the things that made me happy when I was like 16, 17 are different from the things that make me happy today. Like I've discovered just new ways to be, and that brings me more joy. And that's how you save yourself from being jaded by life, by like transforming and by growing. Because it's so easy to like have a version of yourself that didn't choose you and then hate the world for it. And hate everything around you and be like, this is all there is. This is as far and as happy as could ever possibly be. And so by choosing yourself, you can like infinitely grow and expand. And that's what's amazing about it. Because you transform. Like you're not just one stagnant version of yourself, you're many. And each version gets to have a chance at choosing a new, more awesome, or even just different version of happiness and self. Boss Dog said, hey baby, tell the life how we met. We got the wedding details to take care of. You're so funny. But yeah, fun stuff.
Fun stuff. You have to be the best version of you.
Yes.
Yeah, and because you're going to disappoint. We end up disappointing ourselves when we are not the best version of who we want. Because deep down we know the best version of ourselves. And it's really obvious. You don't drink, you don't waste your life, you work hard, you're nice to people, you're respectful. And every time, for example, every time I am not respectful to people, I feel bad about myself. You just feel like I didn't need to have that argument. I didn't need to say those words. They did need to come out that way. Something inside of you will tell you that you cannot.
This wasn't the way.
This wasn't the way.
Yeah.
This wasn't the way.
You always feel it inside of you. You always.
Yeah.
And when it is the way, it's almost as effortless as like the wind blowing.
Yeah.
When you're going the right way.
Yeah. Remember when you said that you had to leave a job?
Yes.
And you were in your car and
Yes.
you're like, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh my God. It was like a brick wall was in front of me. It was like a hand was pulling me back and a brick wall was in front of me at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was like, you can't go past this point anymore. And it was crazy because I was literally on the way to work. And I was like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why can't I just go inside? But that shows you how deeply, like, if you don't choose yourself, the hand of God itself will come and like grab you and say, nope.
This is not your place. You're not
It is
supposed
not
to
your
be
place.
here. Right?
It was such a strong feeling that I couldn't get past it. And in those moments, if I didn't do that, I would have been working that job to this day. And I've had so many amazing things happen to me since that point in like 2022. I couldn't imagine not visiting the cool places I've seen, not having the friends I have now, not evolving. I would have been so disappointed in myself. But I'm happy with myself now, so that's what's great.
Yeah, yeah. And I did the same thing in 2022. And I was like, I know I've been called to help people in my life. I know I've been called to in a mission to help people get out of that like low level mindset to a higher mindset. I knew every day I was at my job that it wasn't going to work out, and surely God puts things in place so that you get out.
Yeah.
Because he has to yank you out somehow in a position where he hasn't put you. I believe there is God, and I believe that if you're not going according to his plan and he wants you like Jonah was caught up in a belly of a fish for 3 days because he refused to go to Nineveh. And God be like, I'm sending you there, not this other place. And he was like, I cannot do it. And he literally puts him in the belly of a whale. And the whale takes him where he's supposed to go.
You go get there, no matter what.
You're going to get there.
You're going to be forced